Hey there, and welcome. If you've ever felt like you're not quite getting the best answers out of your AI tools, well, you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to dive deep into a super powerful formula for writing instruction-style prompts. This is the absolute key to shifting from asking kind of vague questions to giving crystal clear commands so you can get exactly what you need every single time.
You've totally been there, right? We all have. You ask an AI for help, and the answer it spits back is, well, it's kind of right. It's almost there, but it's vague, it just misses the point, or it's not really usable. It's a super common and honestly a really frustrating feeling.
But here's the thing, and this is really the key insight. The problem usually isn't the AI itself. The quality of the answer you get is almost always a direct reflection of the question you asked. It's simple, really. Clearer instructions lead to much more precise results.
Okay, so let's start with a really powerful mindset shift. From now on, I want you to stop thinking of yourself as someone asking a question. Instead, think of yourself as a manager. And your prompt, that's a super clear task brief you're handing to a very capable, but also very literal assistant.
This is exactly what we call instruction-style prompting. You're not just vaguely hinting at what you want. You are writing a clear, concrete set of directions. And this works so incredibly well because modern AIs are what we call instruction-tuned, which is just a fancy way of saying they are literally designed from the ground up to follow natural language commands. By giving instructions, you're speaking their native language.
And trust me, getting this down is a genuine superpower, especially for any serious task where quality really matters, like if you're drafting reports, writing important emails, or even putting together lesson plans. It gives you way better accuracy, lets you build templates for tasks you do over and over, and it puts you in precise control of the final output.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? Well, it's not about guesswork. There's a simple, repeatable 5-step formula that basically acts as our blueprint for getting total clarity.
And here it is, the 5-step formula. First step, you define the task. Start with a strong action verb. Tell the AI what you want it to do. Think summarize, rewrite, or brainstorm. Next, you add input and context. This is all the background info the AI needs to do its job right. Third, define the audience and tone. Who's this for? Is it formal, casual? This shapes everything. Fourth, you gotta set some constraints, like length or a specific format. And finally, add any special requirements. Anything else it needs to know, like make sure you avoid jargon.
All right, theory is great and all, but seeing this formula in action, that's where it's really going to click. So let's look at a few examples of how these 5 steps come together to create a really powerful instruction.
Okay, let's tear this one apart, piece by piece. The task is crystal clear. Summarize. The audience is super specific, a busy executive with no technical background. We've got multiple constraints, 7 bullet points, and keep each bullet under 20 words. And the special requirements give it laser focus. Focus on main decisions and risks, and avoid jargon. See that? There is absolutely no room for guesswork here.
Here's another classic, right? Fixing an email. The task is rewrite. The tone is professional but still friendly. The constraint is under 150 words. And a really key special requirement is to highlight solutions. Notice how much more powerful this is than just saying, make this sound better. It's night and day. And hey, this formula isn't just for editing stuff that's already written. No way, it's fantastic for brainstorming. Here, the task is generate 10 video topic ideas. The audience is beginners. The format constraint is a short title and 1-sentence description. And the special requirement, avoid very technical jargon. It's clear, it's specific, and it's totally actionable.
And don't think for a second this is only for professional, buttoned-up work. The same principles that get you a great business report can also help you write a fantastic creative story. Let's take a look at a more playful example.
This method is brilliant because it guides creativity without crushing it. The task is to write a short bedtime story. The audience is a 7-year-old who loves dinosaurs in space. The constraints are around 400 words and use simple language. And the special requirements just set the scene perfectly. A happy ending and a gentle lesson about sharing. You see, these clear boundaries don't restrict the AI's creativity. They channel it. They give it the perfect sandbox to play in.
All right, so we've covered what to do. Now let's quickly talk about what not to do. Honestly, just knowing about these common mistakes is probably the fastest way to fine-tune your prompting skills.
First big mistake, being way too vague. A question like, can you help with resumes? That's a dead end. Where does the AI even start with that? Instead, you turn it into a specific task. Review my resume and suggest 10 improvements.
Boom. Now the AI has a clear job to do.
The second mistake is leaving the tone completely undefined. Make this sound better is totally subjective. I mean, better how? Better for your boss? Better for your grandma? You've got to specify the audience and the tone you're aiming for, like more formal and confident for a job application. That gives the AI the context it desperately needs.
Third, and this one's huge, people often forget to add constraints. If you just say, summarize this article, you might get a single paragraph back, or you might get a 10-page dissertation. Who knows? Adding a simple constraint like, in 3 bullet points, or something I can read in 2 minutes, ensures the output is actually useful for you.
And a final common mistake, trying to cram way too many tasks into a single prompt. An AI can kind of get its wires crossed trying to do everything at once. The fix here is super simple. Just break it down. Ask it to do the first step, then in a new prompt, ask for the second, and then the third. This step-by-step approach gives you much cleaner, more focused results for each part of your request.
So, let's bring it all home. If there's one thing you walk away with today, it's this. Stop asking vague questions and start writing clear project briefs. When you give your AI a detailed set of instructions, it can perform like the incredibly capable assistant it was always meant to be.
Okay, now it's your turn to put this into practice. Seriously, the best way to make this stick is to actually do it. Go find a prompt you've used recently that gave you a kind of meh result and rewrite it using our 5-step formula. Or think of a task you do all the time and build your own reusable template. So, you now have the blueprint for getting way, way better results on your very first try just by giving clear, precise instructions. But what happens when that first draft is good, but it's still not perfect? How do you refine it? How do you nudge it to get it exactly right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover next time.